What if I told you that everything you've been waiting for, all the answers, all the breakthroughs, all the clarity has already begun to reveal itself? What if the signs you've been seeking aren't just around the corner, but are already here, waiting for you to notice them? I know that might sound bold, maybe even a little far-fetched, but stay with me. Because in this moment, as you're here, something significant is happening. You didn't stumble across this by chance. There's a reason we're having this conversation right now. There's a reason you're seeking, and there's a reason you've been drawn to this moment in time. Let's begin with the truth that many of us often overlook. Life, as chaotic and noisy as it may seem, is always communicating with us. The universe, the energy around you, the vibration of existence, it's all sending you signals. But here's the catch: most of us are being too distracted, too preoccupied with our own thoughts to truly notice. Think about it. How often do you actually stop and listen? Not just to the sounds around you, but to the subtle pull of your intuition, the patterns unfolding in your life, the synchronicities you've been brushing off as coincidences. Have you noticed how certain numbers keep appearing in your life? Or how certain people seem to show up at precisely the right or wrong moment? These aren't random. They're vibrational signs. I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly paid attention? When was the last time you allowed yourself to trust in the guidance that life is offering you? This is where the journey begins. Because the most important vibrational signs, the ones that can completely alter the trajectory of your life, require one thing above all else: awareness. Awareness is the foundation of everything. Without it, we're blind to the signals. Without it, we get stuck in loops, repeating the same patterns, chasing the same goals, feeling the same frustrations. But when we become aware, when we truly begin to listen, everything shifts. And I don't just mean listening with your ears. I mean listening with your entire being, listening with your heart, your gut, your soul. And as you do, the vibrational signs you've been waiting for will begin to surface. Let me explain something. Vibrational signs don't always come in loud, dramatic ways. Sometimes they're subtle, almost whisper-like. A chance encounter with someone who says exactly what you needed to hear. A dream that lingers in your mind long after you wake up. A sense of déjà vu that leaves you wondering if you're on the right path. These are all signs, but there's a deeper level to it. The universe doesn't just speak to us externally. It speaks to us internally as well. Have you ever felt a sudden wave of calm, even in the midst of chaos? Or a gut feeling that told you to do something or not to do something? That's vibration. That's energy. That's the universe nudging you toward your highest potential. But here's the thing. Recognizing these signs isn't enough. It's only the first step. The real transformation happens when you start to act on them. When you begin to trust in what you feel instead of ignoring it. When you stop second-guessing yourself and start believing that the universe, this infinite, intelligent energy, is working with you, not against you. And I know that can be hard. I know it's easy to doubt. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. Maybe you've tried to follow your intuition before, and it didn't work out the way you hoped. But what if those moments weren't failures? What if they were lessons? What if they were part of the process of learning to trust yourself, to trust the signs, to trust the flow of life? Let me ask you something. How would your life change if you truly believed that everything happening right now is happening for you, not to you? If you believed that every challenge, every setback, every heartbreak was actually a part of the greater plan to guide you toward your purpose? That's what vibrational signs are all about. They're here to remind you that you're not alone, that you're not lost, that even when it feels like everything is falling apart, something greater is unfolding. And here's the beauty of it: the more you tune into these signs, the more they appear. It's like a feedback loop. The more you trust, the more the universe communicates with you. The more you listen, the clearer the guidance becomes. And it's not just about seeing the signs, it's about feeling them. Feeling the resonance in your body, in your heart, in your soul. That's when you know you're aligned. That's when you know you're on the right path. So I want to leave you with a question to reflect on: what signs have you been ignoring? What patterns, what synchronicities, what feelings have you been brushing off because they didn't make logical sense? And what would happen if you decided right now to start paying attention, to start trusting, to start believing that maybe, just maybe, the most important vibrational signs you've been waiting for are already here? Now that you're beginning to notice the vibrational signs around you, the question becomes: how do you decode them? How do you take these seemingly random messages, these whispers of the universe, and turn them into something meaningful, something actionable? This is where the real work begins. Because understanding these signs isn't just about observation, it's about alignment. It's about stepping into a deeper state of connection with the energy of life itself. And here's the truth: the universe is always communicating in a language of vibration, but most of us don't speak it fluently. Not yet, but you can learn. In fact, you already know this language on some level. You just need to remember. Let's start with a simple yet profound realization: vibrational signs don't come to you randomly. They're not arbitrary. Every sign, every synchronicity, every gut feeling has a frequency, and that frequency is a reflection of where you are energetically. Think of it like a mirror. The universe mirrors back to you the energy you're radiating. If you're in a state of fear, you'll notice signs that seem to confirm your doubts. If you're in a state of excitement or hope, you'll see signs that affirm your potential. The signs you receive are not separate from you, they are you. They are the energetic feedback of your inner world. So, how do you align yourself with the kind of signs that lead you toward clarity, growth, and transformation? The first step is to raise your vibration. And no, this doesn't mean forcing yourself to be positive all the time. This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending everything is perfect. It's about authenticity. It's about recognizing what you're feeling, honoring it, and then choosing to shift into a state of openness. Openness is the key. When you're open, you allow the universe to flow through you. You create space for the signs to become clearer, for the guidance to become louder. Take a moment to think about your current state of being. Are you open or are you resisting? Are you flowing with life or fighting against it? This is important because resistance blocks the flow of energy. When you're consumed by doubt, fear, or overthinking, you close yourself off from the very guidance you're seeking. And I'm not saying this to judge you. We all resist at times. We all get stuck in our heads. But the beauty of life is that the moment you become aware of your resistance, you can choose to let it go. You can choose to soften, to trust, to surrender to the flow. Now, let's dive deeper into the signs themselves. Vibrational signs often fall into two categories: external and internal. External signs are the ones that show up in your environment: repeating numbers, symbols, encounters, patterns. They're like breadcrumbs, guiding you towards something greater. Internal signs, on the other hand, are the feelings, nudges, and intuitions that arise within you. They're the moments when you just know something, even if you can't explain why. Both types of signs are equally important, and they often work together. For example, you might see a repeating number like 111, and at the same time feel a surge of excitement or a deep sense of calm. That's no coincidence. That's alignment. But here's the thing: signs are only as powerful as the meaning you give them. The universe isn't handing you a step-by-step instruction manual. It's handing you clues, and it's up to you to interpret them. This is where your intuition comes into play. Your intuition is your internal compass. It's the part of you that knows what the signs mean, even if your logical mind doesn't. And the more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. This is why meditation, stillness, and self-reflection are so important. When you quiet your mind, you create space for your intuition to speak. You create space to feel what the signs are pointing you toward. Let's explore this idea of trust for a moment. Trust is one of the hardest things to cultivate, especially when you've been hurt, disappointed, or let down in the past. But trust is also the bridge between you and the universe. It's what allows you to take action on the signs, even when they don't make sense. Think about a time when you felt compelled to do something, maybe take a leap of faith, reach out to someone, or change direction, even though you didn't fully understand why. And later, you realized it was exactly what you needed. That's the power of trust. It's what allows you to move forward, even when the path isn't clear. I want to ask you something. What would it take for you to fully trust the signs you're receiving? What would it take for you to let go of the need to have everything figured out and simply follow the energy that's calling you? This is a powerful question because trust requires vulnerability. It requires you to release control and embrace the unknown, and that can be scary, but it's also liberating. Because when you trust, you open yourself up to possibilities you couldn't have imagined. You align yourself with the flow of the universe, and that's when the magic happens. Here's a practice you can try right now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Think about a sign you've recently noticed, maybe a repeating number, a vivid dream, or a gut feeling you can't shake. Instead of analyzing it, feel into it. What does it evoke within you? What energy does it carry? Does it feel expansive or constricting? Light or heavy? Your body knows the answer. It always does. Trust that feeling and let it guide you toward your next step. Remember, vibrational signs are not here to tell you what to do. They're here to remind you of who you are. They're here to nudge you back into alignment with your true self and your highest path. And the more you align with that truth, the more the signs will guide you effortlessly. You're already connected. You've always been connected. The key is to trust in that connection and let it lead you. What if I told you that the vibrational signs you're noticing, the patterns, the synchronicities, the subtle nudges from the universe are not just messages meant for you, but reflections of the energy you're radiating? This is one of the most profound truths about vibrational signs. They mirror your inner state. They are not separate from you, they are born from you. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold sends out a vibration. And that vibration ripples out into the universe, creating a resonance that attracts signs, experiences, and opportunities aligned with it. In other words, the signs you're seeing are a direct reflection of who you are being in this moment. This concept is both empowering and humbling. It means that you are not a passive observer of life, but an active participant in the unfolding of your reality. The universe is not some distant force sending you cryptic messages to decode. It's an intimate partner in the dance of creation, responding to the energy you bring to the dance floor. When you shift your energy, you shift the signs. When you raise your vibration, the guidance you receive becomes clearer, more aligned, more powerful. This is why inner work is so essential. It's not just about noticing the signs, it's about becoming the kind of person who attracts the signs that lead to growth, healing, and transformation. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Think about the signs you've been noticing recently. Are they pointing you toward something expansive, or are they reflecting patterns of fear or doubt? For example, If you keep encountering obstacles or feelings of frustration, it's not that the universe is punishing you. It's showing you where your energy is stuck, where you're holding onto limiting beliefs or unresolved emotions. These signs are invitations to look within, to heal the parts of yourself that are out of alignment. Conversely, when you notice signs that feel light, joyful, or inspiring, it's a confirmation that your energy is aligned with your highest path. The signs are always guiding you, but the way they appear is shaped by the energy you bring to the moment. This brings us to a powerful realization: your inner world creates your outer world. The energy you cultivate within yourself doesn't just shape the signs you notice, it shapes your entire reality. It determines the people you meet, the opportunities that come your way, the challenges you face, and the lessons you learn. This is why raising your vibration is one of the most important things you can do. When you elevate your frequency, you align yourself with the flow of life. You stop struggling against the current and start moving with it. And as you do, the signs you've been waiting for begin to show up effortlessly, almost as if by magic. But how do you raise your vibration? The answer lies in three key practices: awareness, intention, and embodiment. Awareness is the foundation. It's about becoming deeply present with yourself and noticing the energy you're carrying. Are you holding on to resentment, fear, or self-doubt? Or are you radiating gratitude, love, and trust? Awareness allows you to see where you are so you can begin to shift. Intention is the next step. It's about consciously choosing the energy you want to embody. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel a certain way, but about setting a clear intention for how you want to show up in the world. For example, you might set the intention to approach life with curiosity, to trust in the unfolding of your path, or to cultivate a sense of inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Finally, there's embodiment. This is where the real transformation happens. Embodiment is about living your intention moment by moment. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the energy you want to create. For instance, if your intention is to embody gratitude, you might start by noticing the small blessings in your life and expressing appreciation for them. If your intention is to trust the flow of life, you might practice letting go of control and embracing uncertainty with an open heart. The more you embody your intention, the more your vibration shifts. And as your vibration shifts, the signs you attract will begin to shift as well. Here's something that might surprise you: the universe is not concerned with your words or even your thoughts as much as it is with your energy. You can say all the right affirmations and visualize your dreams every day, but if your energy is rooted in fear or lack, that's the vibration you're sending out, and that's the vibration the universe will respond to. This is why alignment is so critical. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with your desired energy, you become a magnet for the signs and experiences that match that frequency. Let me ask you this: what vibration are you radiating right now? If you were to describe the energy you're carrying in this very moment, what would it be? And more importantly, is it aligned with the signs and outcomes you want to attract? This is a question worth sitting with because it holds the key to everything. Your vibration is your power. It's your signal to the universe. And when you take responsibility for that signal, when you consciously choose the energy you bring to each moment, you become the creator of your reality. This is not about perfection. You don't have to be high vibe all the time. Life is messy and emotions are natural. But the more you practice awareness, intention, and embodiment, the more aligned your energy will become. And as your energy aligns, the vibrational signs you've been waiting for will appear with greater frequency and clarity. You'll start to notice patterns that feel like guideposts, synchronicities that feel like winks from the universe, and opportunities that feel like doors opening just for you. You've begun to notice the signs. You've started to align your energy, tuning yourself to the frequency of the life you're meant to live. But now comes the most crucial step: action. Awareness without action is like planting seeds without watering them. The signs are not meant to simply be observed, they are calls to movement, invitations to step into the flow of the universe and co-create your reality. This is the moment where trust turns into courage and alignment transforms into manifestation. It's time to step forward. Acting on vibrational signs requires a willingness to surrender to the unknown. The signs often point to paths that feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. They may ask you to let go of something you've held onto for too long, or to take a leap into something that feels uncertain. This is where many people hesitate. They see the signs, they feel the pull, but their fear of change holds them back. But here's the truth: the signs are always guiding you toward your highest good, even if the path feels uncertain. Trusting them means trusting that the universe knows what it's doing, even when you don't. Think about the last time you felt a deep nudge to do something unexpected. Maybe it was reaching out to someone, making a bold decision, or walking away from something that no longer served you. Did you listen? Or did you talk yourself out of it? So often we overthink the signs, analyzing them until we've convinced ourselves they're just coincidences. But the universe doesn't speak in logic, it speaks in energy. The real question is not, does this make sense, but does this feel true? The signs are not here to satisfy your mind, they're here to awaken your soul. To act on the signs, you must cultivate a sense of inner stillness. This stillness allows you to discern between the voice of fear and the voice of fear and the voice of intuition. Fear is loud, urgent, and chaotic. Intuition is quiet, steady, and certain. When you tune into that quiet voice, you'll find that it's always guiding you toward the next right step. And here's the key: you don't need to see the whole path. You only need to take the next step. The universe works in layers, revealing the journey piece by piece. The more you trust and act, the more the path unfolds before you. But acting on vibrational signs also requires patience. Sometimes the signs will guide you to take immediate action, to make a bold move without hesitation. Other times, they will ask you to wait, to hold space, to allow things to unfold in their own time. This can be one of the hardest lessons to learn: that trust is not just about moving forward, it's also about knowing when to pause. The universe is always working, even when you can't see it. The signs may be preparing you for something bigger than you can imagine, something that requires patience and faith. Acting on the signs doesn't mean forcing things to happen, it means flowing with the energy of what's already happening. I want to remind you of something important: the signs will never lead you astray. Even when they guide you into challenges, those challenges are part of your growth. They're shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for what's to come. Every time you act on a sign, you're telling the universe, I trust you, and in return, the universe responds with more clarity, more guidance, more opportunities. This is how you enter the flow, how you align yourself with the rhythm of life. It's not about controlling the outcome, it's about co-creating with the energy that's already moving through you. Let's make this practical. The next time you notice a sign, whether it's a repeating number, a synchronistic moment, or a deep inner knowing, pause and ask yourself, what is this sign inviting me to do? What energy is it asking me to embody? And most importantly, what is the next step I can take right now? It doesn't have to be a big step. Sometimes the smallest actions, making a phone call, journaling your thoughts, saying yes to an opportunity, can create the most profound shifts. The key is to act with intention, not from a place of fear or doubt, but from a place of trust and alignment. As you begin to act on the signs, you'll notice something remarkable. Life starts to flow. Things that once felt difficult or out of reach begin to fall into place. The right people show up. The right doors open. Challenges become stepping stones, and setbacks become redirections. This is the power of alignment. When you trust the signs and take inspired action, you're no longer pushing against life, you're moving with it. So here's my final question for you. Are you ready to step into the flow? Are you ready to trust the signs, act on them, and co-create the life you've been waiting for? The universe is always speaking to you, guiding you, supporting you. The most important vibrational signs you've been waiting for are already here. The path is unfolding. All that's left is for you to take the next step. Will you?